morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Have had some wonderful stitching time over the last couple weeks. I know I did. I went to a retreat, so I want to talk to you about that. But first, before I left, I got some happy mail, and I wanted to share that with you right away because I was so thrilled. I got from a dear friend, Vonda Delano, I got a pattern that I had completely forgotten. I had asked her about. I know I had looked at it, over the past months, but didn't really know the name of it, and searches don't really work a lot sometimes. So I was very pleasantly surprised when this showed up in the mail. It is Louisa Barny, 1892, by Reflets de Soie. So it is this one. Look at that. I just love those. That border, those birds. Oh my goodness. I even love that cow down there and that dog. Those two sweet little houses. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much fun doing this one. Thank you, Vonda. I really appreciate it a lot. And she sent me her color conversion, and which is really sweet. And it's a nice design. Nice big print, so it'll be easy for me to see. I just am really excited to do this one. So that definitely I have to find the perfect fabric and start working on this one because it's just too sweet. So it's really nice to be able to have that fun treat and then head off to the retreat and see all the ladies I haven't seen for ages and ages. Some of them, I know it's been a couple of years or more since I've seen them. So I really enjoyed that. It was with the Sunflower Stitchery, which is owned by Julie. My word, I just lost Julie's last name. But that makes me feel so dumb. Julie. And she also manages the Kansas Stitchers retreat. So that is what we went as, the Kansas Stitchers retreat. She may be changing that next year, but we don't know. We're just staying tuned till she makes some decisions. We went to the barn bed and breakfast up in Valley Falls, and of course it's always beautiful there. Patricia and her crew just treat you like you're royalty. She does some beautiful meals for us. Julie Dean. I knew it'd come to me sooner or later. Julie and her crew of minions brought in lunch for us and made sure that we were all well taken care of. So it was a very relaxing, fun time. We each got a bag when we came in, and that bag included a lot of designs that Julie had gotten for us. I got Mistress Mary by Summerhouse Stitchworks. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest little piece? And those buttons on there, I love that. Oh, no, they're yo-yos. They're not buttons. They're yo-yos. So I thought that was really cute. We got Earth Flowers by October House. Just another cute one. And see the bird out there. That's really sweet. That big sunflower. And of course, part of Julie's You know, her name is Sunflower Stitchery, so of course the sunflowers had to come in, right? Then we got a design by Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor. It says, a sunflower follows the sun even on cloudy days. Shine bright. So we got that. Sweet little design. Then Erica Michaels sent one. And it is called My Sunshine. It says, you are my sunshine. Has 2 stalks of sunflowers and then a little row of flowers. So it's a real cute one. And then the Blue Flower sent Summer Quilt, which, you know, bing, it's a big design. It's got blocks of flowers. There's 12 of them. And I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She also sent the DMC for this. And I'm thinking, see, I took everything apart and I can't remember what came with what. I'm thinking she also gave us this piece of Heritage PTP. Mine is a 32 count Lugana, so that we could immediately start stitching on it. So this is my piece. Isn't that pretty? I love the modeling in that. It's just so nice. So that was cool. This, I think, goes with the next one. I'm trying to stay organized as I go through. We got from Dirty Annie's, we got Sunflower Bee. And that fabric might have gone with this instead. But it's this design. Cute little thing, isn't it? And then Julie gave us a ruler with some of the flosses on it. So we'd have those just to get started there too. So that was nice. And also in my bag, I gotta get in my other bag because I saved these out separate, was a needle minder from Julie. Oh, there's the heart this way in the sunflower. And then these beautiful little scissors, if I can get them out. I got the rose gold ones in my bag. Aren't they pretty? I know it's hard to see with that glare a little bit, but I love that it's got the tip protector. And they came in this pretty little bag. That was loud, wasn't it? And what else? Sarah Lynn Barlow passed out some samples of her soaps and self-care items that she does. And I got lavender soap. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then this is an ointment that is for everything. It's good for dry skin. I know she specifically said tattoos, when you get new tattoos. My son does, so I'm going to tell him about this. You know, any rough, sore, scratch, you know, hey, KJ scratched me here. I ought to put it on that. I didn't think about that. But Sarah has a shop called basilandbells.com. And you can go out there and see all of the natural soaps and products that she makes there. I think you'd love them. Everybody who gets them just raves about them. And she is such a sweet lady. I got to meet her mom this time too. Haven't ever met her. Known Sarah now for probably 5 or 6 years. So that was a special treat too. And then Chris Ann Mitchell dropped some things in the bag too. She's a realtor, so cute idea. She sent a key and said it was the key to our home, our next home, which I love that key. She sent us this little tin, which I took off her sticker. I'm going to try to find something to go on here. And then inside, there's a waxer of a little house with a big heart on it. I don't know if you could see that. Let me get it in my other hand since I'm better with it. See the little heart? Isn't that cute? And then another needle minder. So those were cute. One of the fun things was that I had won, before we went, Julie had a drawing of who would win a bag, a Judy Starkey bag. And they were, of course, sunflowers for the sunflower stitchery. I won. So I got to choose this bag. I got the orange, it came, or red, it came in red, green, and I think orange. So I got this red one, which I thought fabric is really pretty. Both sides. Then look what she does in here. Look at that. And then this is a spot for you to put your project name, so that when they're closed, you just flip that up and know what you're working on if you don't remember what's in that bag. So you'll have to go out and check out Judy Starkey's bags too. She's on Facebook, and it's called, her page is Judy's Project Bags and More. And oh, and I want to tell you, if you go out and look at that, I know a lot of you are doing floss drops. Judy has devised a bag that you can take your big ring and you reach through, you slide it up, and I think it attaches up there on a snap or something, and then all your threads are covered and protected in this bag, and then you can fold it so that it will go in your bag and your threads don't get all matted and knotted up. So I thought that was very clever of her. So, okay. Now, I think that's pretty much all the retreat news that I had. I did get a couple new pieces, and while I was there, believe it or not, I got a couple finishes. I think I told you that Chris Ann told us, to be sure to have pieces that were close to finished so that you could get a little prize. So I did that. I took 2 pieces that were almost done and finished them up there at the retreat. And the first one I got was, first one I worked on was Fragments in Time 2023 Berlin Work #1 by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And I already shared my pattern with someone else, so I don't have a copy of that. But this is the finish, which I absolutely love. It took no time to stitch this at all. I mean, I started it on Sunday, and I stopped working on it on Tuesday because I was so close. I was afraid I would finish it before I got to retreat. So I did. I stopped for that, and then I got to go over and ring the bell, which was actually a cow mooing since we were at the barn. And the price we got, I got a little chicken. So that was funny. And then my other piece is my La-Di-Da ABCD. I finished it. And this, let me start over here with A. I finished it all the way across. It's kind of hard to see because the floss is a lot similar, is very similar to the fabric, but I like how it's just kind of melding with the fabric, and it's, not in-your-face colors. So for that, so this was the design there. You can see that a little bit better. And on that one, I got to go back and make the cow moo again. So I thought, my chicken's by itself, it needs a rooster. So I got a rooster to go with it. So I've got those. Just some silly stuff. And while I was there, of course I couldn't come home empty-handed, right? So let me show you all the stash I got. And notice I called it stash. It's actually haul. I got to keep those phrases in the right order here. I got the next, I loved that little piece, Fragments in Time, so much that I decided I needed to get the next in the set. So I got number 2, which is the little deer. Isn't he cute? I got number 3, which is the swan. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And number 4, which is the vase of flowers. And I have enough of this fabric that I'm going to put them all on here. And because it's folded in half again. This is only a small portion of it. But then I don't know if I could find a set of frames, really pretty decorative frames. I think I would like to frame these all alike. They're all going to be the same size. They're all going to be with the same colors of floss. There's just 1 or 2 that they add in or, swap around on each one of them. So I really think I want to do that. I want to frame those. And I believe I heard or read or something that there are going to be 8 in this series. So there are 4 more after this. And I'm really anxious to see what those are too. But that's going to be a pretty project when I get that all done. Then I picked up from Julie, Forever in Peace May You Wave by Sweet Wing Studios. I had asked her to order that for me because I saw it and I just thought, man, that is gorgeous. I just love that. Look at all of the... And honestly, I thought it was a bunch of specialty stitches. It is not. It is all straight cross stitching. And it's not going to be all that huge. It's 91 by 98. So on 32 count, it comes out to 5 3/4 by 6 1/8. So not very big at all. But my goodness, that is beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm anxious to get that going. And what else I got? I had a friend there that was trying to help her sister out, and her sister has decided she really isn't going to be cross-stitching anymore. So she wanted to get rid of some things that she had, and the bulk of what was brought to the retreat was Victorian Model Sampler Shop flosses. So, I couldn't let these go. I love Nancy's flosses. They are so gorgeous. They are cotton, but they feel like silk when you're stitching with them. They're so smooth and nice. So I got a couple of packets that they had. I got the Autumn Color Collection, which, look at that. Look at the brilliance in those colors. Isn't that just gorgeous? I know I can find something to stitch with that. And then I also got Treasures in the Attic. It says Treasures in the Attic Trunk. I I don't know what the trunk means, but these are nice and soft. And I really think I can use these on some of those new sampler designs that I've gotten. I think they will really work with that real well. So I was really pleased to get those. And of course, you know, we go downstairs. Julie had her whole shop set up downstairs in the lower level. And we would go down there every day and look around. Well, I found 2 more pieces of fabric that I had to get. The first one is Chablis by Picture This Plus. It's 28 count linen. Look at that. Here, let me pull it. Look how beautiful that is. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on it, but I know I will find something that will do it justice. Gosh. It makes me so excited just to open these up. And then I also got 28 count linen Dimsel by PTP. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. But look at this one. Oh, shoot. Can you see the colors in it? Let me fold it in half and see if that helps. I left my board across the room, of course. I don't even see it right. Oh, there it is, way over there. There, did you see? It's got yellow and purple and on the blue and some green. Golly, it's just so pretty. So again, it's kind of a springy color to me. So I don't know what I'll stitch, but I will find something. Why am I trying to put that back in here and waste your time looking at the top of my head? And then when I got home, I had some more mail. And I got this design that Lenny from the Sable Stitchers enabled me on. She has stitched this up, and I'm telling you, just the cutest thing. It's Foxy Fall by Faraway Designs. Look at that. And what's so funny is the more you look, the more you see. There are big cone flowers. I know I saw there's a squirrel. There's just little bits and bobs like that all over. And I just think it's made it so, so pretty. I love foxes. This combines 2 of my favorites. I love foxes. I love flowers. And I really like the autumn colors. Even though I don't use a lot in my home, I really love them. They're very soothing and restful to me. And I can't wait to start working on him because I think he's going to be a treat. Okay. I think that is all the new stuff that I have. So then I just wanted to give you an update on what I was working on and where I was at with all of them. Because, you know, I couldn't just sit at the retreat. I had to do other work, too. So the first one I started working on was Goodbye Fall by Plum Street Samplers. And it was so funny because Sarah Barlow was working on Hello Fall. So she actually finished hers up. I didn't get to finish mine. But this is the progress I have on it so far. And can you see, there's the yellow. Because it kind of dulls out when you get closer. But that fat little cardinal, so cute. And I'm telling you, the color of the wing gave me a real challenge. Because see, on here, you can see that the wing is a different color. Well, I had all the called for colors, and that's what I'm using on here. But when I put that in for the wing, it looked terrible because one was, let me think now, one was brick and the other was used brick. It just did not work. They were the same, absolutely the same. So I just happened, because I had finished one of my other projects, I happened to have this Tennessee red clay by Classics, and I used it instead, and I love it. I love how it came out then, because you can really see the definition of the wing. And these are little spots of, in here, snow. So there'll be little snow and snowflakes all through it. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit left to do. I've got these leaves, this one, I did put these in, this little bird. I got this crazy turkey and these three little birds, and the words and pumpkin, and then all the snowflakes. There's a lot packed into this little bitty design. Let's see, there's the acorns that I had. I thought they turned out cute. So there is that one. Slide it back in here real quick. Let me see what this one is. Oops. I did not work on this. I kitted this up because this is what we're working on. I've got a whole list of flosses that I have to get. But Terry Brown and Kim Brady Tattersfield, we're going to start this sale on September 24th. So I wanted to remind you guys that it's Night Walk Down. I'm sure a lot of you have this design, so if you want to kit it up and work with us, that would be great. I pulled this unknown piece of fabric. It says Dense Fog. It's a 28 count. I think it's maybe a week's. And then I've got some of my flosses, but not all of them. So I've got to get on the ball and get the rest of these purchased. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 11. Yeah, 11 more. And I'll have everything ready to go. But I better get it done, right? I got to stitch with these ladies. I did not work on my Dutch Beauty because honestly, I was worried about, it's that creamy white fabric. I was worried about getting it dirty while I was at retreat. So I brought it out and showed it to people so they could see it firsthand, but I did not work on it. I did work on my ABC Ronde, which is my French design. Let me get the bigger picture so you can see it better. Which is really, these pictures are really hard to see, but it's this big round alphabet. Lost my word there. So I finished up the T. I almost had it. And I added, what is that letter? A small T, an O, an H, and the N. So I did this H, I did this whole N, which I think turned out beautiful. And then finished off the T there. I had one side I had to do. And then the O. So this piece it's a pleasure to work on. And it's just so beautiful. So that's what I have so far. And I didn't know what this fabric was. Well, I talked to a couple of the gals there, Lori Porter and Sarah Barlow, and we've determined from them, brainstorming, that this is Lakeside linen, and it's the vintage exemplar. So I will have a good little piece left of it when I'm done, but it is so nice to work on, and the coloring is so pretty because you have little spots of purple in it, or a rosy color, that there are so many things that it could work on, so I'm just so excited to do that. But looking around, I think that's it. I think we're done. 30 minutes, that's not bad. So I hope you liked it. Let me know which of these is your favorite. What are you stitching on now? And do you have any fall plans? So leave me those in the comments and we will respond back to you. But in the meantime, lost my train of thought. In the meantime, enjoy your stitching and brightest blessings.